forget about the AI hype you're seeing in your feeds. The real story, the one that actually matters, isn't about who has the cleverest chatbot today. It's about a single, massive gamble being placed right now, one that's designed to fundamentally change the entire game by 2026. You see, the future of AI isn't being written in software updates. No, it's being decided in hardware procurement orders for late 2025. What we're seeing is a fundamental split, a divergence in strategy that's on track to completely redefine this industry. Right now, most of the public is focused on the noise, things like new chat interfaces and minor feature updates. But the real signal, the thing you really need to watch, is the unprecedented movement of hardware and capital. That's where the real war for dominance is being fought. And let's be absolutely clear about this. What xAI is doing isn't just an attempt to compete. It is a deliberate, hostile move to rewrite the rules of the entire game, forcing everyone else to either play by these new rules or get left behind for good. So, to understand the stakes here, we have to look at the raw power of what's coming next. Let's quantify the arsenal being built. The incoming model, Grok 5, is projected to operate on a scale of 6 trillion parameters. Now, to put that in perspective, that's roughly double its predecessor. This isn't just another upgrade, it is a monumental leap in scale. But this is so much more than just a bigger number. Think of parameters as the cognitive building blocks of an AI, kind of like synapses in the human brain. 6 trillion of them doesn't just mean more memory. It represents a qualitative shift in cognitive capability. We're talking about the potential for much, much deeper reasoning. So what does that mean for performance? Well, expert estimates project this new model could be up to 1.6 times more powerful than its predecessor. And benchmark predictions, they suggest it could hit somewhere between 92 and 96% accuracy on PhD-level reasoning tasks. That's pushing deep into the territory of top human experts. And this really gets to the heart of the strategic shift here. The architecture is natively multimodal, which is a fancy way of saying it's built from the ground up to ingest video, audio, and images in real time. The goal is to move way beyond simple text questions and create a tool that can analyze, reason about, and even generate any kind of content you throw at it. The objective isn't a better chatbot, it's a pocket-sized production studio and a research analyst all rolled into one. So we're not just talking about a bigger AI model, we're talking about a fundamentally different kind of AI. But of course, all that intelligence is useless without the engine to power it. And that brings us to the infrastructure war. The first phase of this shock and awe strategy is just the sheer volume of hardware being amassed. We're talking about the deployment of 100,000 brand new H200 GPUs. These are the absolute top-of-the-line chips you need to train these kinds of massive models. But the second part is what's truly staggering, the speed. Now, standard logistics models would tell you that acquiring and deploying this much specialized hardware should take years. It was done in just 19 days. That suggests an aggressive, almost wartime footing. And the third piece of the puzzle is the capital. xAI now has the ability to tap into $20 to $30 billion annually just to fund this build-out. This is not incremental improvement. This is a full-scale investment aimed at creating overwhelming computational supremacy. A massive investment like this isn't just about building a bigger engine. It's about chasing a fundamentally different vision for what AI is supposed to be. And that reveals a deep split in how the major players think they can win. So let's audit this strategic divergence. You know, looking at this, it's clear we are way beyond a simple feature race. This is a conflict of core doctrines. You've got xAI as a pure, uncapped for-profit venture, and their whole game is fusing AI into a hardware ecosystem. Then there's OpenAI, with its unique, capped profit model focused on broad utility and safety. And finally, Google, which is leveraging its massive corporate structure for slow and steady integration. And this is xAI's unique and perhaps decisive strategic advantage, its ecosystem. The plan is to embed Grok across a vast, pre-existing hardware network, from Tesla's cars and Starlink satellites to the real-time data firehose of X. This is a built-in advantage that its competitors simply cannot replicate. So what we're really seeing are three completely distinct paths to power, not just a race to build the best technology. And this kind of intense corporate competition, well, it inevitably escalates beyond the boardroom, raising the stakes to a national and even a geopolitical level. This is the fallout of the new arms race. This aggressive pace has, unsurprisingly, led to some serious safety concerns. In mid 2025, a group of leading AI researchers publicly criticized XAI for what they called reckless and opaque safety practices, highlighting that its major models were released without the kind of public safety reports that have become standard practice for everyone else in the field. And this is where the corporate arms race connects directly to national security. A 2025 White House report put it bluntly, warning that AI breakthroughs could, quote, reshape the global balance of power. That frames dominance in this technology as nothing less than a state-level imperative. Ultimately, this forces all of us to consider a really critical question. In a high-stakes, winner-take-all competition for supremacy, are rigorous safety protocols an ethical necessity, or are they viewed by some as a calculated risk, a liability that just slows you down while your rivals sprint ahead? That is the 6 trillion parameter gamble being made.